Hi, welcome to episode 337 of your favorite daily podcast, a couple of things, a podcast about things. Today, I'm basically thinking about how, how we're always saying, like, oh, we're becoming like our parents. We're actually just becoming older. That's it. So, let's talk about that. So, I was just thinking a few days ago because one of my friends got married. Well, more than one of my friends. A couple of my friends got married in the past weeks. But I couldn't go because, not in Nigeria or whatever. And flight tickets are quite expensive at the moment. Um, and I was thinking about how when I was younger, my mom used to travel to like different cities. Even now, she still travels to different cities for friends' events. So a friend's child is getting married, somebody's having a 60th, 70th birthday party, somebody's doing this or that, and just traveling across states. And then also in the past week or weeks, I was talking to my dad and he was like, oh, he's in a different city for a wedding. And that made something just click in my brain that all the things that were always like, oh, now we behave like our parents, now we're doing this, we're doing that, is literally just because we're getting older. We're just getting older. That's what it is. Like when you were, say, 8, 9, 10, maybe even in your early 20s, your friends were not doing anything that will warrant you to leave the city where all of you were all located together, because most of your friends are in your geographical location, except for the ones that are like, people from online friends or whatever that may be scattered all over the world. But generally speaking, many of your friends when you were younger were in the same geographical location as you, and all of you were having the same life events in the same place, and there was nothing really serious to do, like you weren't going to travel anywhere. But now as you're getting older, friends are getting married, having babies, buying houses, or moving to houses, or I don't know, graduating from masters, PhD, all these kinds of things. And now it's very likely that you are all in different cities. Or even if you're in the same cities, people might be, for things like weddings, for example, people might go back to like their um hometowns for their weddings, particularly. And now you have to travel to do things with your friends, like celebrate their life events with them, basically. So that's why. That's literally it. Because, yeah, that's just the phase of life that we're all in. The reason why you see your little cousins that you carried when they were babies and they're bigger and you're like, I carried you when you were a baby, is because you have grown older. That's why your uncles and your aunties also used to say the same thing to you when you were a child, because they had grown older, and now you are older and it's your turn to say these things. This is just like the circle of life. A never ending, because as you have said it to now to your little cousins and nephews and nieces, your children will also say it to their own little cousins and nephews and nieces. Your friends will say it to your children. Like, it's just a never ending cycle. And it's just because we all keep growing older. And there was a time where growing older, I was like, no, I don't want to be older because it's old. But it's like, do you know, like the thing that I'm looking forward to the most right now is turning 30. I'm so excited about this. Mostly because of the party that I want to do, but just in general because I'm going to be 30. I'm going to save this for a different episode, but I had doubts about the possibility of me living to 30. So I'm very happy that I'm turning 30 soon. But that's by the way. But the point of this episode is just generally that we're getting older. That's why we say things like, oh my God, I carried you when you were a baby. Or, wow, I can't believe you're so big now. Or when you forget to bring out your food from the freezer, you're like, oh, then you remember that your mom was upset when she asked you to do it and you did not do it. And you're like, this is not requiring this level of upsettedness. But now you see that it does require that level of upsettedness. It does. Because, again, you're getting older. That's it. I don't know. There's nothing left for me to say on this episode, so I guess I'll wrap it up here. This is still an invitation and a reminder to schedule a podcast recording if you would like to do one, because the year is ending and slots are disappearing. Also, send me questions. What things would you like for me to talk about as we wrap up the year? On the podcast, whatever it is, anyhow, anythings. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for listening, and you are getting older, and it's a beautiful and a wonderful thing to be getting older. Okay, bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Like, leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.